It is, of course, MLP Dota, joined by Black. Black, good morning again, sir. How are you doing today?
Good morning, sir. I am doing quite okay. I had a weird breakfast, though. Some weird, what seems to be like a 2-week-old kind of bread. But it's fine. I'm feeling okay. It wasn't poisoned. So I'm ready to go. Game 2, get some good Dota on the way.
Excellent to hear. Nothing wrong with a bit of stale bread, Black. Sometimes that's what you need to help you out. Well, very exciting matchup, Fnatic versus Neon. I mean, game 1, Neon pulling it off. I was watching very carefully, and of course the Opage on the puck pulling through for the team. Game 2 with these drafts, Black, what are you thinking? Who do you think came out on top?
You should have known better.
This Alchemist, as the panel already said, is looking very scary, and I'm not convinced by support IOs anymore either. So I'm liking Fnatic's draft quite a bit. Hopefully they can, get to 1-1, and then we get a nice old-fashioned game 3. Which, of course, if I'm doing the statistics here, team that wins or loses game 1 and wins game 2 statistically usually wins game 3. Why is that, MLP?
Well, like, I've got to correct you.
Of our Eon.
No,
okay.
I've got to correct you. So this is SCA. Black. The support IO, 0% win rate. Do you have confidence in it?
No, I absolutely despise it. Core IO just seems to be way better. Because if you're playing as a core, it seems that all the weaknesses the hero has, just by nature, are simply taken care of because of itemization. Yeah, not a big fan of support IO. And looking at the lanes, Alchemist already sitting at 8 CS, and he's completely free farming down here, which is to be expected against the puck clockwork. They can't really pressure him at all. He's gonna get a really good battlefield timing and then probably just snowball from there, which is gonna be so incredibly difficult to deal with.
It's going to be very hard to deal with if Raven could just free farm this whole time. I mean, you've got to play hard on the puck and the clockwork, but I always say this about Pos 3 clockwork. It feels very unneeded, right? Because you could just run the Pos 4 clockwork and it basically does the same job. And now there's really just no pressure. Like, Raven's just going to have the freest time of his life.
Yeah, I mean, even Pos 5 clockwork does the same thing. As you said, I'm also not a big fan of that clockwork. Like, most of Pos in general, like, puck, IO, just seems so underwhelming together. Like, where's the synergy? Where's the combo? Like, what are you doing?
Tough.
It is. But game 1, the draft looked really wonky too, and they made it work somehow, so Neon, definitely not out of this game by any means. Maybe they have some sort of game knowledge that we don't. But so far, all 3 lanes are looking pretty tough.
That they are. And I'm even looking at that mid lane, Opage and this mid-Earth Spirit. Obviously one of my favorite heroes to see in that mid lane. Opage, he makes it work and he makes it look fantastic. But it doesn't look like an easy game, especially up against the Void Spirit matchup. Kind of hard to actually contest Moon this laning phase, but so far Opage kind of keeping up in terms of CS, but he is 6 CS behind.
Right. And it's just all about what you can do once you're level 6, right? Who's gonna get a better rotation going? Is it the Earth Spirit or the Void Spirit? Void Spirit, I feel like, is a little bit easier to pull it off. Laning phase, definitely going favor of Fnatic quite heavily. Like, look at this Weaver, only sitting at 9 CS. That's already at 18. Not the start they were hoping for with this lineup.
It's going to be very hard to catch up to boot, especially because you have the Arc on the other side, so they're going to be able to be online much faster. And you're seeing they're trying to harass a little bit onto Japs and Masaros, but of course they don't really care. Masaros, he already has the Ring of Health up, so he's got that plenty of regen coming in. Very free game so far. All 3 pause on the side of Fnatic, top the CS board. Briefcase is coming out. Play hard, he's going to be alright. Briefcase, no, he's still going. Play hard. Careful, sir, that is a very hard briefcase. Stop is there, play hard. Oh, he goes down to the DJ, he gets it, but the roll is out from Ypage. They'll get the trade. The briefcase always wins.
Briefcase always wins. He got just clapped in the back of his head. Takes me back to high school, man.
What happened to you in high school, bro?
We can't talk about that here.
My goodness. Might explain a lot.
Not my proudest days.
So I'm with you. I'll tell you what, I got hit with the guitar once, like, believe it or not. Top lane, Masteros, Inkswell out, Januel. You're going to be alright. In fact, Masteros now, the one to drop quite low. Ken's going to have a go at this, and they do get it. Now Jabs, I mean, a spot of danger. Ypage going to roll in, but is off the mark. It shouldn't really matter. Jabs, he can run, but he can't run far. He's going to chase him down and get the kill. A double kill now for the Weaver. And you know, they were having a bad laning stage, but you give a couple kills over to Skem like this, he's going to catch up real fast.
Yeah, Weaver definitely here. Dominating hit swing, and double kills back around. Still looking hard up for the CS. But overall, you know, was very much needed for his recovery. Alchemist though, still completely free farming, sitting comfortably 600 gold ahead of Weaver already, and it's just gonna get more and more out of control.
They'll take it around. Like it's very hard for the Clockwork to do anything about this. He's sitting there in the lane. He's got a security, and it's looking like he's going for the Hood of Defiance, but yeah, Raven still continues to free farm. Very concerning stuff for Neon. Even the cogs can be quite dangerous to put down because Raven farm those. Death has to be careful.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we'll have to see how they deal with this Alchemist. I assume... What? No, he's not going to Vessel. Oh yeah, okay, Ypage is going to Vessel. So as soon as that Vessel is online, they really need to start putting the hurt onto this Alchemist. Because that is going to be their timing to really take him down. Before that, I feel like they don't have enough damage to kill him. Unless Weaver gets beetles on him, a ton of minus armor, they just slowly and surely kill him. But so far, Raven looking super comfortable.
Moon, mid lane, 45 and 14 so far in terms of CS, and net worth right behind his Alk. Having a very good game. Itemization for Moon, you think maybe just Yules into Axe, perhaps, on this Void Spirit?
Yeah, pretty cookie cutter. Phase boots, Yules, Axe. Most likely to see that item build. I mean, it's the most standard item for me. Gives you a good setup, gives you a good save against the Silences. Top lane, Weaver.
He's gonna be alright. Masteros, you need to be careful. Ypage, great rotation again. Magnetized pop, and Masteros, he is slowly but surely gonna die to the magnetization of the Earth Spirit. Very nice rotation again, and I suppose that goes back to why this hero can be played mid-black. It's very effective at closing the gap extremely fast.
Yeah, you get high levels, you have a lot of damage potential. With that magnetize for that, what did you call it? Magnetization. I don't know if that's an actual word in the dictionary or not, but it sounds
just
pretty epic.
Pretend it is.
Pretending. But yeah, it's a ton of damage coming out and good rotations by Ypage so far.
Good. Running death. Battery sold out. 8th of Remnant to be off the mark. Inkswell, nice Cox push back there. Plays it perfectly. Play hard was coming in to try and help out. Fnatic not helping. Ypage right behind with the Invis rune, and Moon forced to simulate away. Just fine, they won't commit. Neon, they are still looking pretty good. Considering the circumstances, considering the fact that this Alk is still free farming, it is only a 1k net worth lead right now for Fnatic. But Io, mid lane, Januel does tie to Moon. Ypage wasn't able to really help out.
And now it's up to 2k lead already. So the thing is, Neon are really the ones under pressure here. Like, they need to start making things happen, and they need to start making them happen soon.
DJ, danger, death, again Battery Soul gonna really lock this Elder Titan in. He's gonna try and stop, but even with the creep wave, it's gonna be no good.
No
continue
chance
to
to
find
get out of
kills.
there.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But Alchemist is still completely untouched. This is the scary part about an Alchemist. He is closing in on his Battlefield timing incredibly fast. He's getting a good spawn here too with those golems. A ton of gold coming out from those. He's already 1700 ahead of the Reaver.
Radiant's bottom.
Auto smash, Yapaj trying to roll out, but he does connect onto Moon. Now Inkswell is there. But, well, he's going to try and help. He doesn't really have that much healing yet. Yapaj gets to the line. Now a Drake comes out there. He will save the day. Jab trapped up in the clockwork kill tie. Stem is also around. Oh, that is a fantastic cost by death.
Dire's current has been killed.
Saving his Earth Spirit and killing the Grimstroke. Unfortunately, not enough damage to kill. Some trouble here.
Needs to bring out the briefcase again, but it's not looking that loaded. Plenty of control. He'll turn on to play hard. Spaceship.
Briefcase?
Get it in time? No. No
Not
briefcase
enough.
this time.
Like, he got briefcase, but this time, as you said, it was not heavy enough.
Oh,
Get the job done.
Good. He's going. They down Death this time, and Death, he's not that tanky yet. Gonna try and run. Stick charges, launch out, stroke of fate. The raindrop will save the day. Scam. He'll show up, and there's your astral step.
Why did you make an enemy of me?
Scam so low level and so low farm though.
I'm
He's not
so weak.
scared of him at all here on his Void Spirit. On sitting a 4.2k net worth. Alchemist retreated back to his golden triangle. So damn close to his Battle Fury. In fact, it's already flying out to him. Minute 10 Battle Fury. Let's go. Why not?
Nice. King's balance.
He's filthy rich.
Roll, green coil, bot lane, gets caught, keeping up the Grimstroke into the kick, and God, I love that combo. Kick him right out of that leash. Now Moon is actually quite
Get out of
surrounded.
here.
No actual step, and Silence is in. Yapaj now rolling in with the magnetize, and he's silenced. Moon, dissimulate isn't going to be enough. He'll survive. Actual step into the free line, but he's going to die anyway. They immediately get Samuel. They stunned up the Earth Spirit, but Yapaj, he's not done yet. Wind Scam, they'll go right on the DJ. The Auto Titan is in trouble on them. He will hold Masaros back. Stampede doesn't look great. He gets pushed away. The hook shot to control. Masaros still in danger. Gets things well onto Januel. Rather play hard. A big move stop that really won't matter. Yapaj kicks him to the curb. A triple kill out for the Earth Spirit. 6-11 already for Neon.
Decent trade though for Fnatic still. They got 2 heroes, lost 3. And you saw, even though Neon won the team fight, the gold advantage is increasing for Fnatic because this Alchemist, this Battle Fury is farming insanely fast. Now up to 5k gold already. And he's just 3k gold ahead of the Weaver already. It is absolutely ridiculous. He's gonna have item timings like no tomorrow.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You a big fan of the Alchemist, Black? As a carry player, do you enjoy this hero, or do you think it's just completely busted and you'd rather see it just gone?
I mean, it's not like super fun to play. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, you know, it's boring, but it wins you games because it just gives you like a great winning condition. Like, you can just see how Fnatic is playing, just make space for him and you win. That's like the most simple winning condition you can get. This one here.
Inkswell gonna land, roll in your pass. You want to try and protect the Earth, but they're gonna be pretty big for play hard. Is there with the Dream Coil into the kick, but the stop. DJ barely saved the day, or maybe not. Eighth of Remnant Moon, he will make it out, but Yapaj, he's gonna chase. He will chase Moon down and get the guide roll. Oh, he hits the bullseye and he all chats him. That's the way. Good on you, Yapaj. Mid lane, Masaros, he'll avoid the roll.
Arcane Rune, by the way. 2 seconds rolling boulder cooldown.
Don't say that out loud, I don't want any nerfs. I'm a big fan of this hero, Black, please. We've had enough nerfs over the years. Arcane Rune's fine.
By the way he's playing him, he might need a nerf, to be honest. But then again, he's the only guy in SC that can make it look like this, so probably doesn't need a nerf.
Thank you, Black.
What might need a nerf is this Alchemist farming power, because he almost has Saint Joshua completed just like 3 minutes after completing his Battle Fury.
I agree. I think Alchemist is a pretty darn strong hero. Raven still free farming. He has not been touched. Level 12, 10k net worth lead. You pointed out the Battle Fury, the SNY coming out soon. Into the BKB, and once the BKB's up, it's going to be extremely challenging to deal with Raven in the middle of a team fight. You've got so much magic damage, but he won't care with the BKB, and quite frankly, Scam on the Weaver, he's not dealing that much damage yet.
Yeah, and he's also going into the Maelstrom, of course, with another source of magic damage. With BKB, he's gonna feel like an absolute god, this Alchemist. Vessel will be dispelled, everything they can throw at him, doesn't matter, the only stun they have is gonna be that hook shot. But, yeah, the key is...
Top lane, Ross kicked out again on the play. They got a great stomp out from DJ. Here comes the chase.
Gonna be live?
Ross, he's gonna make it. He's out.
Right? Not enough damage coming out here. Like, I'm really surprised he got out of there with the Vessel charges and everything on him. But really tanky with the Vanguard, sitting at 2,000 health. More space for the Alchemist.
No, not Raven. Not like he was short on space, but you may as well get a bit more. Keep going. BKB next. Give it a few minutes perhaps, and suddenly Raven will join these team fights. Neon.
Take gold now, by the way. You look away for a minute. It's another 2,000 gold increase.
I do like that Death is at least rushing the Aghanim Scepter on the clockwork. I think that might be the way to play up against this Alk. You're going to have a way of getting through the BKB with the hook shot. The double punch is very effective. And speaking of Death, hook shot off the mark. Jab. Nice juke. Will avoid that hook and instant death. Death will have to retreat.
Let me ask you a question though.
Yes.
Okay. When I say damage, where's it coming from Dire side?
Hey, that's my main issue. In fact, speaking of, they might have their chance to show us now. Raven. Gonna run away. He's not ready yet, but Scam is gonna chase him down. The regen might be a little bit too high. Your Page will continue to roll through, and they'll find DJ instead. Roll, not quite on target, but it won't matter. Should be able to get this. The Raven now gonna turn around with the stun out, and the Azeroth controls them up. Jabs, he lets them know about it. You should have known better. Into the punch. They've got another play hard. He's gone, and Fnatic. Suddenly they'll get Raven involved. A triple kill on the Elk.
So when you said there might be about to show us, you meant the lack of damage, right? Not that they actually have damage.
Correct.
Because that's what it looked like. They managed to kill a support, but all the other 4 heroes is full health. They just have nothing in the tank at all.
Absolutely nothing.
This is looking really scary. His Alchemist
is under attack.
Is so close to his BKB already. In fact, he already has it. Sorry, my bad. How? Okay, no problem.
It's a turbo game for Raven. Everything being thrown out, but there's just stampede. Raven is dropping a little bit lower, but not quite low enough. Again out of Raven. Earthsplitter coming in with the hook stomp. Oh, goodness me, this is looking bad. Neon do not have an answer. At least right now. Death, he's still trying to run. Raven, he's going to be on the chase. Have a drink, he says. Death, going to get stunned up, and another kill out for the Alchemist. Not looking great for this guy's side.
Kill his teammates a whole lot. If Alchemist is this unchecked, you know, like how there's like this philosophy, yeah, just ignore the Alchemist, kill all his teammates the entire time, he can't win alone. His teammates aren't even behind the net worth, and he is doubling the Weaver's net worth at this point. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. You cannot leave an Alchemist alone for this long, and this shows exactly why. Like, this is the prime example of Alchemist game.
Quite literally, yeah. Fnatic playing it perfectly so far. See if Neon can find themselves an answer. I mean, I'm trying to look for one myself. Just very difficult to... not much, I'll tell you that. Not really much going on. I'm digging.
Now Hyperstone up already. Way to AC. And they're just feeling very confident to go to the road. It could potentially be a turnaround fight for Neon. Like, he doesn't have his AC yet, so he's not having the biggest amount of armor. The beetles could potentially put him into the negative, in which he then can die to the physical damage. But they're not even contesting on Dire here. They're like, alright, you take it. What potential is the first deal though?
I think you have to, right? Because you can barely kill Raven once. How are you going to kill him a second time? You may as well try for the steal if you are this clockwork. Roshan is getting low. Death is still around, trying to keep his distance. Now we'll scout out again.
Radiant's bottom tower
Moon
is
in
under
position to
attack.
block. Will actually break his own smoke with the aim. This is down now. Moon. He's done a very nice target. Death really has no way out. That'll be another for the books. Fnatic. Say thank you very much for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for some silver linings here for Neon, but I can't really find a whole lot. Weaver finishes Saint Yasha, I guess, which is nice, but Alchemist almost has his AC, you know, like the next tier of items already. Although the Weaver's getting his farm up a little bit, doesn't really look like he can match the Alchemist at all.
What would you do,
Bouncer
Black?
respawning.
If you were Schem right now in the Weaver, what would you be doing?
I mean, there's not really a whole lot you can do concerning item builds. Oh, the Remnant just off the mark, so they're gonna get the outpost. Like, his itemization is good. It is, but it's just too far behind, because Alchemist is just Alchemist. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to get back into this game. it's so tough.
Mid lane. Masteros looking for that initiation. He does get the hoof stop. Great coordination by Fnatic.
Usually I would say they have to find pickups with his puck, but he doesn't even have his blink again. In fact, he's really far away from it. Joe Parch, 1,000 gold until he has his BKB. Ice mechanics are coming out, it's just...
Rules out onto Weaver. They've got Schem. Oh, won't be there in time. It's still chasing down Masteros. He gets the stun off. Now on the silent there. It might be too late. Senyor's trying to help. He will not be able to though. The IO has no healing going on. Fnatic will just clean them up again. They found Death now. He can try to run, but there's no way in hell he's getting out. Fnatic, they're running down mid.
Death, fun. Death. They're fighting without the Alchemist, you know? And they won without the hero that has 21k network. Like, this is how bad the game is looking for Neon here.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fnatic know it. They know how far ahead they are. Neon, they'll at least glyph up and defend the high ground for a little bit. But this net worth lead only going to increase as time goes on. Fnatic in full control of this game, and yeah, I gotta admit, Black, I still haven't found that answer.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it myself. Alchemist now hit 1,000 GPM, so yeah, maybe trying to set some records.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Why not?
attack.
1,000 GPM sounds nice.
Yeah, Weaver is sitting at about 500 himself, which is by no means bad, but it's not Alchemist.
No.
Dire's
Remember
bottom
back in the
tower
day.
is fortified.
Every time you spend money, or like you get salary or whatever, it just gets increased by nothing. Like you just make more money out of nowhere. How cool does that sound?
Sounds like a scenario that happened recently in the share market, but we won't talk about that too much. Raven, gonna go onto the high ground, see a free tower.
Yeah, so how do you stop the Alchemist now? This is potentially the last fight for Neon here.
Masteros has another great initiation. He found the mid-earth. Japan's gonna die. Schem, he's come in. Level 70 on Masteros. He's so confident. Moon's gonna move in. They'll find another. It's not even close. They got Genuine on the IO now. Buyback committed, but this is the last thing fine. They are trying their best, but they're just all by. Raven's in. He's only still play another second time. Onto Death, they'll get the clockwork. There are no buybacks. But that is, they're going for 3, I think.
It was a 5-0 fight. No one is even coming close to dying on the Radiant side. It's way too tanky and all the heroes. It looks really silly. Like, yeah. I think we're just waiting for the magic letters here. G. No, Neon's probably kind of digesting them, kind of thinking about what to do next.
Skem, he's trying to creep here, magnetize your part. He's gonna jump in and try and fight this one out, right onto Masaroff. But he's gonna be worried about Raven. Raven's just hitting him this whole time. The BKB not helping him out at all. Now they've got the IO though. Januel, he's gone, and your part will die again. Skem, he kills down the DB's ball.
Yeah, unfortunately this game was
Fnatic.
super one-sided. 1k GPM advantage per minute. Alchemist is filthy rich, also sitting at a good 1k GPM mark. There's just absolutely nothing you can do. Like, you let him farm as uncontested as he did, no chance.
Coordination by Fnatic.
More to say than that, huh?
There's one ex-pro player that we always talk about on the panel when there's a ex-pro player, pro player that we always talk about on the panel when it's an Alchemist game.
That's true. We need to explain the context for this. A lot of newcomers, like we said, a lot of anime people are coming into this. A lot of new player experience people. Cinderin has famously said, at the end of a draft, you can't look at a normal draft with an Alchemist in it, because if an Alchemist is in the game, then it's an Alchemist game. It completely changed the
What if
entire
there's a
face
puck
of
in the game? Is
Dota
it a puck
analysis.
game?
No, that's
For-
the thing.
for the
You'd
puck
think
player,
so.
though.
You'd think so, but that's what wise Cinderin has blessed us Dota plebs knowledge with. And what I will try to bless upon these players is stop picking support IO. If you have the IO in your draft, then it is a core IO game.
Yeah,
If the IO's in the game, it should be a core IO game, is what I will try to say.
But
Yeah.
God said in the green room while we were
I don't
watching
care
this
what God
match.
said. God doesn't know anything.
And this was, again, let me be the voice of reason. 0% IO win rate still, though, always in games such as this one, in which no matter what you have, this Alchemist will win the game